it's fitting, Dragon. Right now it's the end of the month July 2025, and when looking at the inks that I have that I had to try, I came up with this theme of magical jungle. I cannot wait to show you what it means. Let's get to it. Okay, so we are now on our magical jungle. First, a purple rain comes. My first pen and ink combination is Diamine Purple Rain with Opus 88 Omar with Pilot Parallel 3.0 nib in it. Diamine Purple Rain is a German exclusive Diamine ink. It is a dark, rich purple with brownish, bronzish sheen, and it flows very well on any pen. Although I feel that the sheen is very strong in regular writing, that I cannot really see the base color that often. But using this Pilot Parallel nib, I can see the base color of the purple, and I love how dark it is. Base color wise, it is very close to Shanghai Stationery Guichu, although Purple Rain is much more saturated. Because of its sheen, then it is quite the special color in my collection. And secondly, the rain is there, and now they need to have greeneries to stay hidden or to get food or any other. Thus, the dark forest come. The second is Nahvalur from the Explorer set, Dark Forest, and I feel it inside my TWSBI Diamond 580 RBT with medium nib. This ink is definitely a pleasant surprise for me because, well, the color itself is very calming type of green. It's a darkish green, but there's a paleness that comes to it. And also, recently I found that the inks that I put inside my palette Coconut makes the nib feel soft and marshmallowy soft. And I feel like this Nahvalur Dark Forest does the same with this TWSBI medium nib, and thus it feels as if this ink and pen are matched in heaven. Although right now I am questioning my TWSBI Diamond 580 because this is the third ink that I filled with it, and sometimes the flow is not really consistent. So I don't know if it is because of the gap or there's something with this pen that I need to check. As well, with the previous filling with a very heavy sheen ink, then the nib kind of stops writing. But with this Nahvalur Dark Forest, sometimes it just becomes dry, and after writing with it for a while, then it becomes the normal regular wet again. So I don't know. Do you have TWSBI Diamond 580 yourself, and is the nib behaving like mine? And if it is, then what do you do to make it healthy again? But aside from that minor discomfort, this combination has been a real joy, and I really love writing with it whenever I need to write with it. So yeah, color wise, it is quite the green that is exactly in the middle, but more leaning towards the bluish just a tiny bit. It has the paleness that are not present in any of my other greens, which makes this special as well. I think base color wise, it is the closest with Diamine Evergreen, although Nahvalur Dark Forest is bluer than Evergreen. And the first animal walk slowly and be the first to come into view. I have Monteverde from the jungle set, Giraffe, and I feel it inside my Jinhao 80 with Lamy Kanji nib in it. This is my first time using Monteverde ink. This particular sample I got from one of my Fountain Pen Club member. I love how this ink feels, and also the fact that the name of the ink is cute, making me wanting to write with this more and more. And I also checked how the bottle looks. This Giraffe and also the other Monteverde ink that I have from this set have a pretty cute label. Color wise, it is a brown that is leaning more on the orange, but not that orange. It flows really well. Although I'm quite bothered a bit that this giraffe feels too brown to be a giraffe color wise, but it's a cute naming for an ink. As for color, I find that Tachiaoki Hokusai Penitsuchi is the closest compared to Monteverde Giraffe, although I think Giraffe is a little bit more red than Penitsuchi, but overall they are quite similar to each other. And then you look to the left and oh, there's something camouflaging. My fourth pen and ink combination is Monteverde from the jungle set as well, Chameleon, and I fill it inside my Jinhao 82 with Faber Castell Loom medium knit. Just like the giraffe, this Monteverde Chameleon also have a very cute illustration on the bottle, although I have a bit of problem with this naming. It does not feel like chameleon and it's not, I don't know, dramatic enough. But aside from my nitpicky about the name, this ink has been very wonderful with this pen and ink combination. It flows really well. I love this shade of purple. So previously I had some with Herban Boisier de Lune that I didn't enjoy this shade of purple for a very long time. But I feel like with this Monteverde Chameleon, I found my love with this shade of purple again, and I would be excited to try more of these purples in the future. As for the pen, I still feel that the Jinhao 82 is way too small for me, but I love the Loom medium nib that I put inside this, that I will just embrace the size of this pen because I am enjoying the nib very much. There are nothing chameleon new about this ink, as I was expecting that the ink may have color change or sheen or something like that. Well, there is a very soft greenish sheen, although not really that prominent. Base color wise, it is darker compared to Boisier de Lune and Lavender Purple. Maybe that's also why I accept this ink much more than the other. Hop, hop, hop. The bunny looks at you and moves around their ears. Oh, there's a bow tie around their neck. The fifth ink and pen combination that I have here is Landsiedel Fine Writing from their Bowtie collection, number 1 Bowtie Bunny. This was first released in Touch Pen Show this year, and I feel it inside my Arclayer Laksha Helix. This no-name pen now have a name with Mark Bacas Predator Blade Nib. I just noticed that I have the Predator Blade Nib inside a pen that has a bunny ink in it. Oh, that does sound so dark. This Landsiedel Fine Writing Bowtie Bunny is a very bright blue, which I was thinking that it is quite similar to some other blue. That's why I didn't buy a bottle of it, although I admit that the bunny using the bow tie on the bottle of this ink is extremely cute, that I regretted for not buying it for some weeks. If I remember correctly, the ink is from Diamine, although I'm not 100% sure. And it's just a lovely bright blue, which is not really that unique if I were to say it like that. Although it is still a pleasant experience to write with this pen. This pen is a 3D printed where I can put the ink inside here, and I don't know if the camera can catch it or not. I feel the ink just like this much. It's almost empty now. As for the nib itself, yes, I think I've loved this nib now. It is a regular fine nib on the regular side, and on the reverse side it's a bit of a plate, although at this point I just accept that I cannot really use the plate properly, thus I'm using the reverse side as to write in a thicker line, and if I need something smooth that is not catching on paper, then I also use the reverse side. As for the Bowtie Bunny, it is not as blue as Watermelon Inspired Blue, although it is bluer compared to the other 3 swatch cards that I have here. I first thought that this Bowtie Bunny will be very close to Blue Eyed Mary, although now that I see it here, Blue Eyed Mary have a little bit of greenish tint on it, while Bowtie Bunny is much more on the turquoise, bright turquoise side. Swish, swish, you look up and there are a yellow fire trailing bird above. What a unique bird! The 6 pen and ink combination that I have here is Birmingham Pen Company Phonics, and I feel it inside my Studyo Agackakan Primary Manipulation 1. The model is WP2, and inside it is my Franklin Christoph Medium Signet. When I first looked at this ink online, I thought that it will be something more yellow, so I was quite surprised to write with this ink that it is very orange, even though it is not really the color that I expected this ink to be. At the very least, it is a very legible color, and I've been enjoying writing with this. And there's something magical about the medium signet as well. It makes my writing wonderful looking, and it's just goodness. I love this pen and ink combination. And I didn't really plan it, but the color of the pen itself also matched with the ink, which is a good thing because I'm not usually the one who match. Color wise, it is very similar to Ackerman Touch Masters number 3 Hail Ochre Van France, although I think Birmingham Pen Company Phonics is orange, more orange than that, and definitely more legible compared to Pannonia Napnuta. If you want a highlighter yellowish orange, then this is the color that you can get. And last, you see a splatter of water on your right side. Oh, there are some flamingos in there. The last pen and ink combination that I have here is Diamine Flamingo Pink, and I have it inside my Jinhao 82 with Faber Castell Loom broad nib. So I have been trying to use the Faber Castell Loom broad nib inside its rightful body, but last week I decided that it is enough and I didn't really enjoy the weight of the original body, thus I removed the nib and put it inside my Jinhao 82. I was planning to put this pen on the karma table last time, but I keep delaying it, and well, because of that, then I can use this nib inside this pen. Although, even though I had moved the Loom medium nib inside the Jinhao 82 for some time, I feel that this broad nib is harder for me to put it in. By harder, I mean I put it in and then it was misaligned, so I pull it out and then put it in again and then misalign, pull it out, and I needed to do it multiple times. And at some point I succeeded, but after writing with it for a while, I noticed that the ink flow was not that well, and I kinda knew that this Jinhao 82 can handle the nib and the ink. And thus I checked again and compared it with my other Jinhao 82. I found out that I somehow put the nib way too deep. So the feet is like on the tip of the nib over here, like up here, which makes it weird to write with. And thus I pull out, pull it, pull out, pull it again until I think this last one that I did is working perfectly. Although I still need to write in long form sessions in letters and such to really understand if the ink flow is fixed with this, or I still need to tinker with it. But if everything is well, by that I mean if the ink is flowing beautifully and if the nib is not misaligned, then this Loom broad nib is a lovely nib to write with. Although now that I compare it side by side with the other Loom medium nib inside the Jinhao 82, I think I prefer the medium nib over the broad nib, which is quite an interesting observation because the medium is way thinner compared to the broad. So there's a huge jump of nib size between the two. Diamond Flamingo Pink is a very bright and happy pink. I compared it to the Diamond series, and series is much more pink compared to Flamingo Pink. So in other words, Flamingo Pink has more orange inside the color. So let's see, if I compare it side by side like this, Flamingo Pink is like in the middle of Herban Coral the Tropicas and Diamine series. So yeah, what do you think of this setup? What other inks from your own stash that I can add to this magical jungle? Let me know and see you on the next one. Bye bye!